What's going on, everybody? It's Aurora coming at you with a brand new video, and today I was playing some Overwatch, and then a bit of a surprise came in that we suddenly got more Visa support revealed for Duelist Nexus, and probably was kind of obvious we were going to get more Visa stuff anyway, because the next, big lore thing, even though I don't think it'll ever top Albaz. But I think this is the Visas line that, kind of merges all of them together. Manadome, Tearlament, Castra, and Scareclaw, those are the four. I think all of them are finally going to be merged together with this one because there's a new field spell, but there's not a new archetype, which is kind of interesting. But I don't want to waste any time with this because there are a good amount of cards here. Let's go ahead and get right into this. All it says is he's back. So first up, we have Manadome Trid. This is a brand new Manadome card. It is a Fire Fairy Tuner at level 2 with 0 attack and 1500 defense. You can only special summon it with its first effect once per turn. You can only use the second effect once per turn. If you control Visas or a monster with 1500 by 2100, you can special this card from your hand. And if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special a Manadome Tuner from your deck. Not gonna lie, this is kind of huge because not only is it just another tuner name period, but it literally gets any of the tuners directly from your deck. I think that's really solid. Admittedly, it is a hard once per turn, unlike a lot of the other ones, but this is still a really nice card for the archetype. I mean, fetching any of your other level 2s can be massive because Harless and Meek are really strong cards. That's just a very simple, really nice support card. Alright, so next up is where things get interesting. This is Vita Carantha. It is a Dark Warrior level 8 with 2500 attack and 2100 defense. You can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. If a card on the field is destroyed by card effect and Visas is on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand, then you can add a Clear New World from your deck or graveyard to your hand, And if another monster in your possession is destroyed by card effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's original attack until the end of this turn. So this is interesting because it is a free level 8 body on board that's a pretty sizable one just by using Visas effect. But adding Clear New World, that's definitely something I didn't really expect because Clear New World was obviously kind of like Visas related because all the different planets and everything like that. It's got all the planets visible on there. But adding Clear New World, who's gonna really care about that? Granted, it gives you immediate access to the second effect so you can get a free pop and then a little bit of attack gain, but I don't know, maybe a one-of, but nah, I think because you have to run Clear New World, I don't think that'd really be that great. Next is Visas Armritara. This is a new Visas Synchro monster, which is good because I thought they needed a new one. It's a Light Warrior Synchro Tuner that's level 8 with 2500 attack and 2100 defense. It requires one or more tuners, and one light monster, so again, you can use multiple tuners like with the last one. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. Ugh, I need to learn how to speak tonight. It says this card's name becomes Visas while in the monster zone. If it's synchro summoned, you can add a spell or trap that mentions Visas from your deck to your hand, and during your main phase, you can destroy one monster you control. Also, for the rest of this turn, all synchro monsters you control gain 800 attack. I think this is a really nice boss monster, so turning it into Visas means a lot of your stuff gets turned on, especially in the Manadome archetype, because you get to special all of your bodies. On synchro summon, adding any spell or trap that mentions Visas is basically just a replacement to Trib Karma. In fact, I wonder if decks like Tyr will end up playing this as a way to get access to their field spell next. And then the third effect, yeah, it pops your monster, but that triggers the effects of the Manadome floating. And also, this is a permanent attack gain. By that, I mean not for multiple turns, but every synchro monster you summon after this will gain 800 attack. So you don't have to worry about it just affecting the things you currently control. It is also really good in combination with Prime Heart, I think the name of their last synchro is, because Prime Heart is a really good beat stick because they can attack multiple times. Another really solid addition to the archetype, especially because of how combo focused it is. Ooh, so next up we have the Worlds as One. I was right, it does merge all of them. So there's a normal spell that says you can only activate one of them per turn, and you activate one of these effects. You either special summon a monster with 1500 by 2100 from your graveyard, or shuffle 5 of your monsters that are banished face up on your field and or in your graveyard into the deck, 1 Visas and 4 monsters with the stat line, and if you do, special a Visas Synchro monster from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. Y'all, there's one Visas Synchro, and it's this guy. Alright, so not gonna lie, both of the effects of this card just doesn't seem really good because the second effect is literally never going to be pulled off. Bare minimum, you'd have to get 2 Rum Hearts, 2 Reich Hearts, and the Visas engrave, or some combination like that in a regular Manadome build, because that's the one that's going to be playing the most of the 15 by 21 stats. And then the first effect, why would you do this instead of just using Scareclaw to rival? So yeah, I don't think this card's very worth it, especially because, I mean, yeah, you can search it off your synchro, but why? Why would you do that? And the other spell here is Pristine Planet's Aurora. So this is the same as the Visas Aurora. It says it is a field spell, of course, that says activate only if you control Visas Starfrost, and it says once per turn, if a monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard or banished, you can activate one of these effects. Special one of them in defense position, one tuner on the field gains attack equal to half the attack of one of them, shuffle one of them into the deck, and if you do, draw one card, or shuffle this card into the deck, and if you do, add one field spell from your graveyard to your hand. So, like, it's funny, don't get me wrong, but why would you go for this if you can only use one of these effects per turn? Like, and like your main benefit would be searching this off of Aurora because, I mean, it searches it immediately and you already control Visas there. But like, yeah, another not so great card. On to the new traps that they received. This is a New World Formation. That is a very pretty artwork. It is a normal trap that says you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. Target a spell or trap that mentions Visas in your grave, set it, and if it is a trap or quick play, you can activate it this turn. And you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 spells or traps that mention Visas in your grave, except New World Formation, and shuffle them into the deck. This just seems kinda win more, because I think the main problem is that the support assumes that you're playing all of the archetypes together, but like, why? Literally, why would you do that? They kind of work miserably together, except for Scareclaw with Mana Dome. And then, like, the second effect has the audacity to not even let you draw a card. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on this one too. And then finally, we have New World Full of Stars. This is a continuous trap that says you can only use the second effect once per turn. The first time each of your monsters will be destroyed by battle each turn while you control Visas, it is not destroyed. And during your end phase, if you control a Visas Starfrost, you can target one monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, or if you control a Tuner Synchro, you can add it to your hand instead. I mean, even if this card were a continuous spell, I still don't think that I would use it. Like, I don't know, like, Konami likes to put really slow effects that are already not that great, make it even slower on trap cards, and it's just something I don't really vibe with. But that is going to do it for this support. So it's kind of a mixed bag here, because Mana Dome Trid is a really good card for Mana Dome. It's already looking to be a really nice deck, and this is just going to give it even more combo potential. What's it called? Veda Karantha. It's kind of interesting, but like, unless it's for like a Jank Garnet combo line, I don't think it's going to be too crazy. Visas Aurora is a really nice card. I feel like it's going to be really good for going for combos, especially because it is a level 8 tuner, so you can use it with like a level 2 non-tuner in order to go into something like Baron. But what I find really interesting about Aurora is that because you can use multiple tuners for like both of your Visas, not Visas here, Mana Dome, Synchro monsters technically, you can use this to like pop one of your tuners, special another tuner from the deck because they do that, and then you can use this and the tuner to go into the Prime Heart, which is really good because you get an additional 800 attack on the Prime Heart, which can attack a number of times each battle phase up to a number of tuners used as material, so it'll be at least 2 there. So I think it's going to be really good for going second as well as going first. But yeah, and then this card, I mean, like, you can search it off of Aurora in order to like extend a little bit, but like you already have a bunch of other stuff that already does that. Planet's Aurora, it's kind of funny, but I feel like this is basically just worse Worlds as one. And then New World Formation and New World Full of Stars, I just feel like both of these are incredibly underwhelming. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours down in the comments below, because that's going to do it for the video. If you liked it, please sure to leave a like, as well as put this video and the channel into to recommended. And if you like this content and you want to see more like it, like the rest of my review series, I try to review every new archetype and every wave of support that comes out, then perhaps consider subscribing, because we're on our way to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. Not to mention, it supports the channel more than anything else, and it's absolutely free. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Aurora, signing off.